Greetings, greetings, earthlings. Um, it's been a minute. It's well overdue, this little yap session we're about to have. It's well overdue. There's lots on the plate to dig into. It's funny. My beard is long, my hair is long. Fucking, what the hell? Who am I? Look at that. It's coming up. Wait, whoa. I think it's going down. It's coming up. I look in the mirror and I'm like, who the hell are you? It's just the longer, the fuller my beard gets, it's just weird. I don't feel how I look. Yeah, anyways, let's get into it. It's been a particular, oops, my ears itchy. It's been let me pull up my notes. It's been a particular uh whoa, I wrote a lot. It's been a very particular set of times. Okay, let's just get into it. Okay, so this is just gonna be concentrated on the past couple weeks, low key, just because before that, like, not really there wasn't really too much that went on. Yeah, so anyways, went home for break, did my 32 fucking mile hike. Let's fucking go. I'm so lit. I'm so lit. Yeah, it was great. I did that with George. He was on such low sleep, which was really funny. He was on 2 hours, I think, maybe 3 hours, which it's crazy. Suffering. It was suffering. I got good sleep. Okay sleep. Yeah, that was cool. Walked the fucking top of Mount Diablo and back. So that was just a funny random thing that I did. So then lightning and a mother flipping bottle. Let's get to this thing. Let's get to this motherfucking thing. There's lots to unpack here. Okay. Uh, I'm just gonna read off of what I wrote down. So basically, I came in wanting, cool, crazy sexual experience, festival, whatever. Suffering through the heat and lack of sleep. Uh, there's all this stuff about you're gonna have a transformational festival experience, Wednesday, Thursday. I'm just thinking, okay. When's this gonna happen? Friday, when's this gonna happen? Uh, yeah, so Thursday, Friday, or Wednesday, Thursday just got set up. It was chill. You'd go to sleep, wake up at 7:30 because the fucking sun would just wake you up. So you'd get like 3 hours, 4 hours. It was pretty brutal, but you kind of just got used to it after the first 2 days or so. Friday was a day of ups and downs. I was just feeling kind of lonely. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I was just feeling lonely, I guess, kind of crummy a little bit. Like trying to make some moves. I don't even know. I just wasn't feeling the best. So I'm like, okay, today's the first day of the DJs. I'm gonna take my drugs. It's gonna be good. Take my Molly. I'm excited to see Obermano. Boom. Take my Molly. Feeling kind of okay. Then sitting at the stage. Then, man, the Molly started kicking in, the music started, it just was all perfect timing. I was like, whoa, I felt great. There's people I was talking to that I had met a couple nights prior. Everyone just starts talking to me. I start talking to everyone, talking to this girl, start dancing with her. I'm hugging her. It's great. And then the people I was with that I met a couple nights before, they told me they were gonna go see Zedstead. And I was like, okay, see you guys. And then, anyways, I go to dance with the girl I was dancing with previously, and she just looks at me like pure look of terror, and it freaked me out because we were just chatting and dancing, and it really just scared me and made me like, whoa, what did I do? Like, oh my gosh. She was just peaking on her acid, I'm assuming. She probably took a shit ton from the way she was dancing. It just very erratically almost, not erratic, but just she looked fucking off her rocker. So I was just assuming that she was seeing some fucking wormy deal. I don't even know, but I can imagine. You know. So then I kind of just fucked off. And then I felt self-conscious and I started getting bad vibes. I was like, let me go fucking find my bag because everyone started throwing their shit on my shit. This girl's like, don't pack up. Everything will be okay. And I'm like, motherfucker, like, I will feel better packing up my shit off the ground. Like, nothing you say will make me not be anxious about my shit being on the ground at this current point in time, you know? Like, it's just also a smart thing to, like, if I'm on drugs, I should probably not leave my bag on the ground for too long when also a bunch of other people's shit is on my shit. Yeah, so I was just like, Doc, let me just pack up my shit. It'll make me feel better. So I go from there and I go, bad vibes. Then I meet this other girl and I'm like, oh, cool, just chatting with her. I don't even remember how the interaction started. Just chatting and then, yeah, literally just chatting. We're seeing Alley Cat and I just remember one thing that stood out was like, your teeth are distractingly white. And I was like, thanks. I don't know. Then the set ends, and this guy comes up to us. So it's this girl, Marissa, that I was talking to originally, and then her sister, Chloe, and I. And this guy comes up to us. He's like, pick up trash. We believe about sustainability and leaving no trace. And I'm like, well, it's not our trash, but whatever. Like, I'll pick up a can, I'm for it. I'm with it. I'm with it. But he just came on really strongly because we were lingering around. And then Chloe also picked up a can, and then Marissa was just like, no, just no. And I'm like, are we doing this right now? Like, we can just pick up a can and be on our way. But they were just standing there for some amount of time, and I was just standing next to Chloe, and we're just like giving each other looks, like, what is going on? And then eventually we ended up leaving because she picked up a can. I was just not really feeling the vibes. So we went to a house stage and just for dancing, and I was like, this is just not the vibe. I also wish I was started talking to your sister instead of you, Loki. Yeah. Because I just like Chloe's vibes a lot better, but I was like, whatever. So then I'm like, let's go to a bass. I need to hear bass, and yeah, I was like, follow me, turn around, went out the crowd, turned back around, they were gone, and yeah, so I was just like, you know what? I kind of wanted to ditch them anyways, so whatever. So I looked for 10 seconds and then I just left because I just needed to be alone at this point. And then maybe it was like two or three, and I was like, I'm gonna take some or maybe it was like two, and I'm like, I'm gonna take some mushrooms because why not? And I was feeling sad and lonely again, and so I was just walking around bullshitting until maybe like five, and then I was like, fuck, man. Oh, another thing with that night is there's a girl at the camp next to me, and I was like, "Oh, what's up? Like, what are you doing tonight?" She's like, "Blah blah blah. Like, what are you doing tonight?" And I was like, "Oh, Molly." She's like, "Oh," and I was like, "Oh, what do you mean?" Oh, and she's like, "I'm doing Molly too." So I was like, "Oh, we should meet up." And she was like, "Yeah." And then she fucking texted me, and I had checked my phone, and it was like 45 minutes ago, and I just I was kicking myself, like, fuck, fuck. Um. So yeah. And then get back to the camp and I just felt lonely. I felt alone. Not that I hadn't met anyone or wasn't making connections with people. To that, I should have stayed at camp more and like hung out with those people just because it's like those are the friends you can make. And I did eventually end up doing that come like Saturday and then like Sunday. But it was the experience I needed to have, like it was my experience, and I'm happy that I did exactly what I did, and I wouldn't have changed it just because it really made it what it was. But going forward, hang out with people at Camp more, next year. So anyways, I was feeling shitty, and then I was just like the teaching of, I don't even know I had learned this yet, but I was like, just, feeling, I was just like, you know what, just give me those emotions. Just let me feel them. Let me feel them and let them fall away. I don't know, like water or something. Just because, like, the meditation I felt is like, like take that thought and then just let it float away like a cloud. So I was just really feeling my emotions, and I was on the mushrooms, and I was just, I don't know, it was what I needed. I did end up feeling better, and then I was just staring at the sky, watching the stars, and I saw two shooting stars back to back, which was really cool. And then the next morning, I got like an hour. Felt like shit. I just felt so shitty about everything, and yeah, just being alone some. And then I don't even remember why, but I was chatting with two neighbors. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go talk to these guys. They chatted up with me, every so often when I see them, let's just go hang out with them. So these two hippies. Uh, it's funny enough because they both didn't know each other before coming to the festival, but you would think they knew each other. Yeah. So anyways, I just hung out with them and then I was just telling them about my experience and then all this other stuff and they were just chatting with me. And they were just so funny and random, so that was also just another thing I needed is just that randomness and the stuff they were saying is just so crazy and funny and like also some of it I'm like wait. Specifically one thing is the one guy Chris was talking about some of the most successful people are people persons, like remember someone's name, remember things about people and they will almost like do things for you. So it's like those are the most successful people in business or whatnot, is because it's almost like a superpower. Like you remember someone's name, it makes them feel good. So it's like a little hack, whether you use it for good or for evil. Uh, so there's that, and they're just talking about other just random shit about like Jess was the lady, and she was just talking about like let's just say the theory of our life and how you know, all the countless timelines and, if you made one different choice here, you could end up here. Or if someone along your ancestry made a different choice, it's just like you could be a thousand different ways or just not even be type of thing. And then they were just funny too, because they were just talking about, like, they would talk about some random conspiracy, and then both of them would be like, yeah, yeah, actually, it's like really deep if you look into it. And I was just like, whoa. It was just fun. It was just fun. And like, I actually did like some of the stuff, you know, I like to listen and to learn. So that was cool. Oh, I forgot I had notes. I'm just yapping away. Anyways, they're like, let's go do yoga. And I was like, no. And I was like, okay, fine, whatever. So we did two yoga sessions back to back, Jess and I, and it just was so great and so what I needed after I was feeling so shitty. And basically the teaching was like, I'm a being of love and I want to project it across the world. And sometimes our heart gems get cloudy. But we must not get lost in the mud of thoughts, but simply let them travel through us. And sometimes we have this issue with our brains. They're so out of whack. We don't know what we want, so the universe can't work with us because we're like, oh, I want this. Maybe I want this. Oh, I don't know if I want this. And it's like, no, if we can focus on one thing, it's like, I know I want this, then we'll be led in that direction. Anyways, also the root chakra is important, and it's a part that gives and spreads life. So the teaching of not abstinence, but just being intentional, when you have sex with another person. Um, I don't even know who I was referring to in this. Anyways, we're all the same but different. Like we all live the same life, but our experiences are vastly different. I guess I met a cool girl and she was cute, but never got the opportunity to hang out with her. I don't remember. So then come Saturday night, I took a shit ton of mushrooms. And I was not feeling them straight up for 2 hours. I was like, bro, I'm not feeling shit. And then they finally kicked in. I was like, whoa, this is the shit. Like, this is the shit. Anyways, back to before I get into this, back to the other stuff is just like energies, and like the energy you project attracts other people, right? And that's something that they were teaching about. It's like the energy you project attracts other people's that will give you the similar energy, right? And it's like you just have to project your love and everything, and people with like mind will resonate with that. So that was one thing. So it's like I just want to blast everyone with my love. Yeah. So anyways, taking the mushrooms, I was like, these are mushrooms ain't shit. They ain't kicking in. I was kind of disappointed, but I was like, whatever, whatever. Then they kick in hella hard, and I was like, holy shit, this is crazy as fuck. And I was just walking around the festival. It was so much better experience than like the Molly. And I was like, bro, fuck Molly. At least by yourself, like fuck that shit. No, like you have to take it with people you care about, and then maybe with some mushrooms. 'Cause fuck that shit by itself, by yourself. Fuck that, genuinely. So the mushrooms, I'm like, bro, I've been around the block. I do this shit by myself all the time. Not even just like Mushroom Wonderland with all this cool art and everything around me. Like, oh. So I watched Enzo, and I've been really wanting to see a set of his because the song Overthinker just kind of resonates with me a lot, and that's one of my favorite songs. And it's just like such a day-to-day struggle, even now, which we'll get into in a little bit. But it's just like my fucking mind won't stop working. It just thinks too much, and I just want to be. I don't want to think. It's hard. It's really hard. Um, but yeah, anyways, so it helps me kind of just be, and especially on drugs, bro. It's like, oh my God, I'm gonna get lost in the sauce of this. So I was just listening to his music and I'm like, wow, this is such a beautiful set. And then Overthinker came on and it literally just felt like a wormhole of just life was pouring into me. Like it was tangible. It was tangible. And that's what that song is to me, is life, is love, is love. And it's like the universe just like opened a portal and was like, take all of this and fucking just dumped it down my just very being, and I just couldn't stop crying. I was just dancing, and it was just such a special moment because that song has just been something that has like kept me going. It just is such a good song, and it means so much to me. So to be able to see it live, I was very grateful. And then also through that set, another thing I was realizing is, I go up to a lot of people and, not a lot of people give me that energy back, which is fair. We're different people. But then I was low-key just doing my thing because it's like, this is my music. And so many people just came up to me and they're like, oh my God, you look like you're having such a good time. Like, your energy is great. I'm like, man, I'm just pew, 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 just sending my energy off. And people are responding to that and coming up to me and having conversations with me. And it was cool because it's like I don't have to go up to people to chat. Like I'm a vibe. People come up to me as well. It's not that I won't go up to people, but like if I do, they should feel thankful that I'm coming up to them because I'm an interesting, cool, funny, awesome, handsome, pretty, sparkly individual. Okay? So that was cool because I was literally just learning about stuff like that earlier today. So I was like, wow, this is crazy. Anyways, I was gonna stay for Daily Bread. And I was like, oh, I guess I'll stay for Daily Bread. But I heard he was mid. And then I went to go pee and I was like, fuck, the porta potty line is so long. And it's just all these fucking like LA girls. That's just the vibe I got instantly. I don't know. But it's just like there's so many LA people there. It makes me want to blow my brains out because you can just tell. I don't know. It doesn't seem like they're there for them. They're just there to, I don't know, post on social media to make other people happy. Like there's a tangible difference between, discernible difference between, you know, people. I just don't know how to describe it. It just seems like they got a stick shoved up their ass and they're wet blankets. Anyways, so I see this line of people. I'm just like, fuck, I don't want to wait in this line. And then I think to myself, I've been disgusting the past days. I haven't been taking showers. I've been sweating. I've been gross. I've been, fucking gross. Like, I'm gonna go pee in a bush. What the fuck? Like, what? So I was like, okay, where should I go pee? There's so many people. I was like, I don't give a fuck. I'm just gonna go in this bush over here, take a leak. Okay, don't mind me. Don't mind me. And then I wasn't gonna go to Chase and Status. Then I fucking heard the drop. I was like, wait, I know it's not okay. This is lit. This is lit. And then I hear the drop. Holy shit! It was so good. It was so fucking good. I literally full sprinted from where I was to the rail. It was that good. And then I hijacked the fucking crowd. They were my minions. I'm no exaggeration. Genuinely no exaggeration. Yeah, it was lit. Uh, so then it was cool, and this girl, like at the end, this girl was like, "What's your name?" I was like, "What's up? I'm Nick." And that was cool, 'cause I'm like, "Wait, low key, like that's never happened before." But I was just such a vibe, you know what I mean? I was just doing my thing. It was great. I love DMV live. So yeah, so that was really cool. And then I met this guy, and I was vibing the fuck out with him. And he's like, I was like, "Hey, what are you doing like after this? You want to hang out?" He's like, "Hell yeah." So I went to hang out with him, but then it kind of just from then on, the vibes were kind of going like, not that he wasn't still vibing, but then just like, "Meow, psh." Just because like I heard a conversation with one of his friends that he was with, is like, I feel left out. Like, bitch, shut the fuck up. I'm sorry that I'm more of a vibe than you. Also, why are you getting jealous over your fucking friend? Like this, like what? I don't know. It was just like a weird. I was like, oh, ooh, like sorry. I don't know. Like, what do you want me to do? Your friend is making a new friend. Is that not allowed? I'm just confused. And they're in their 30. I was just really confused, and I was like, whoa, okay. So I hung out with them for the rest of the night. It was chill, and then met up with him the very next night, and then it was just definitely different vibes, and I could tell probably because of the friend. And I was like, whatever, I'll just go do whatever. So I kind of just said hello and then went my own way. Anyways, almost forgot. Back to Saturday morning or evening, I was walking around. I was like, wait, I see this person on the corner of my eye. Wait, look, that looks like Marissa, the girl I met on Friday. Is that her? And then I'm looking, I'm like, oh, that is her. She and her sister fucking popped their camp down right next to me Friday night because they got on Friday night, and I was like, oh, what are the fucking odds? So I felt really awkward, and I was like, whatever, I'm just gonna go say hi. So I don't feel. I was like, hey, oh my God, is that you? Like, what the fuck? And they were like, you ditched us. Yeah. So I was like, oh my God, I was on so many drugs. I don't even remember. Like, it was just like, yeah. So yeah. Yeah, so that happened. And then Saturday was just such a good, like, Friday walk, so Saturday could run. Saturday was so good. Saturday was so good. And then comes Sunday. Also, campmates were all fantastic. Anthony, great. I hung out with him after. Such an intentional and awesome time. Literally so great. JJ, awesome. Chris, Jess, awesome. I met another girl named Alex. She was also awesome. And then there's this guy named Rico, and like he was cool, but he just wasn't entirely my vibe. And he was always hanging. I would always fucking see him. And I'm just like, how the fuck out of anyone from camp, I'm only finding him. Um, yeah, but he's cool. Like I have nothing against him. I just vibes weren't really matching up. So then, anyways, come Saturday night or Sunday, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna hang out with my campmates, just hanging out with everyone, chatting, whatever. I'm gonna go in with them. 'Cause I want to go in with people this time, and I want to hang out with people this time. And then the three girls, Alex, Marissa, and Chloe, were all like, okay, let's all go in together too. So then I was chatting with people, and then Chloe came up to me, and I was like, ooh, hello, hello. She was a vibe, and I was like, oh, you're cool. Like, just thinking to myself, man, I had wanted to talk to you, and now here we are talking. She's so cute, so pretty, and yeah, just kind of chatting. My acid was kicking in, the sky was looking great. She was gorgeous, and I'm talking about mushrooms because I was giving her mushrooms. Gave her like one of my capsules, and then I'm like, fuck, I would really love to go in with her. But then we ended up going in, and they weren't even fucking ready. I should just fucking waited for them, but I didn't, like a dumbass, because I wanted to go in with Anthony and JJ, and then some other people. And then once we got in, uh, everyone just dispersed. Anthony and JJ stayed for a little bit, but then they went their own ways eventually, and I was like, fuck, like I'm alone again. And just like I got really sad again because I was like, fuck, I should have waited because like I wanted to chat with Chloe. Um, but yeah, I was like, wow, I really screwed the pooch again on this one, just because I was trying to text them and they never showed up at the spot we were trying to meet up at, and it was just like this whole thing. I was like, fuck, I was trying to text them, sure, it wasn't going through, and then I was like, okay, I'm alone again, great. Last night, great. So I kind of just felt my feelings and then just let them blow out and listen to the music and dance. And I went to walk around because I wasn't really fucking with Jiggets. Like, I like his music, but I'm not fucking like his set. It was ass. It was just boots and cats and boots and cats. Anyways, so I walked around and I was just like, whatever. Then I go back to the stage of the trees playing. I was like, this is cool. I don't know where I want to stand. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm finding their asses. So I stayed on my phone, kept it in my hand, and then it took like 40, like 30, 40 minutes, but I finally found them. I was like, what's up, guys? Oh my gosh, hi. And then Alex was a trooper and kept looking for me, and so that was really cool. And then Claire was like, hi, and I was like, hi, and I gave her a hug, and then it was kind of just like a progression of us hugging, and then hugging more, and then like hugging more, and then yeah, that, and then eventually I was like, ooh, I don't, should I dance with her? I don't know if she wants to dance. And I was like, ah, whatever, let's dance. So then we danced, and that was really cool. It was really awesome, like just dancing with someone to that type of music, and then also just being on drugs. It was just like a really cool experience, like really cool. She was really cool. We were just chatting with her, dancing. It was a good time. And then we were just like dancing weird. It was just cool. It was just really cool, like dancing with another person, like all fucking weird to like weird fucking bass music. It was cool. Um, so that was nice. And we're going from stage to stage. And yeah, just chatting more. It was funny at one point in the night. I was like, "Wait, how old are you?" And she's like, "I'm 27." And she asked me how old I am. I'm like, "Oh, I'm 22." She's like, "You're a baby." And usually when the conversation gets to this point, it's just like, oh, okay, there we go. The jig is up. But the jig was not up, in fact. Predator over here. JK. Uh, um, so yeah, we just hung out and we were just chatting more and it was just silly and just a lot of physical touch, which was really, really what I needed. You know, like I had just in general, been really craving physical touch and I haven't had it like that, you know, just it's just different. Yeah. And it's just like hard not having physical touch. It really is, especially like intentional. I mean like comparing to the hookup I had with that one girl. Like that was cool, that was physical touch, but it it was it was just like just to have sex. So I was like, oh, this girl's cool. We're hugging each other, and it's like, yes, you're attractive, but I'm not like just hugging you or dancing with you because I'm horny. Like, that was just cool, and we're holding hands and stuff like that, and it was really nice. And then we got to Stacks, the base stage, and we were just talking more and dancing, and eventually we're just facing each other and just started kissing, and it was just electric is the best way to describe it. It was just very slow and methodical, and like we were just exploring each other's mouths, and it was, oh God, it was just great, like seriously great. Um, yeah, it was really nice. And then we started making out more, and that was also just great. And then I was like, I've been thinking about you. I think you're really cool. She asked me, is that just because it's just because you're on the acid? And I told her, no, like, been thinking about you for the past few days, aka when I first met her, I was like, oh, I like your sister better, aka I like Chloe better than Marissa. And I was initially talking, not like literally just chatting with Marissa. I'm like, I want to be chatting with your sister. um, yeah, so that was cool. And she's like, oh, I've been thinking about you too. Like, you're just you just have like so much positivity. Like, ooh, cool. That's cool. And then back to the fucking energy thing, like, just giving off good vibes. Um, so yeah, so it was just a good night. And then she'll leave at like 3. So I walked her to her car and I was like, you know what? I'm good. I don't want to go back in the festival. Like, I got everything I needed. And I was just fucking Nacho Libre outfit with a cowboy hat, no shoes on. I was just like, I looked like such a, not a bum, but like, it was just funny. It was just funny. Uh, yeah, but she was cool. I got really good vibes from her. And I got her number, and I'm like, oh, where do you live? Fucking Indiana. Who the fuck lives in Indiana? Just kidding. Someone said that to me. Literally, what Peter was like, Indiana's not even real. That's not a real place. Which is funny as fuck. Uh, yeah, so that was funny. Yeah, so I was like, bruh. So then left, got home, and it was just kind of a week of me being fucking sick and sleeping all day, and then like texting her intermittently, and then I was like, fuck, like she doesn't text me back for a day, and like, fuck. Um, but like she would still make an effort to chat, and then she's like, oh, are you like a phone call person? Like she called me one of the days, and so we also had a phone call for a while, and yeah, we've just been talking a lot, intermittently, very intermittently, very intermittently. Like this girl is laughably bad at responding. Laughably. And I'm not laughing. Ha ha ha. Like really fucking bad, and it's so fucking unfortunate because I really, really enjoy every conversation we have, and it's always the conversations where I'll catch her, you know what I mean, texting me, and then that's how it ends up. Because if I don't catch her, then we're not gonna talk. That's just how it goes. Um, so like if she texts me at whatever time and I respond an hour later, boom, that's it. It is what it is. Like, she was telling me how she doesn't really go on her phone much, and she's just busy, like hangs out with a lot of people, does a lot of things, just fills her time, which is fine. It just is what it is. Can't do anything about it. And like I was saying, it's just unfortunate. Uh, because I really like her a lot, like a lot. I really like talking to her a lot. A lot. Like she's really, really cool. Like really cool. Like the other day we were texting and we are like going back and forth with the fucking Juice WRLD lyrics, which I thought was funny. She's just silly and very active, and she's just funny and like very free spirited, which I really like, you know what I mean? Like open to just experiencing and living, which I feel like a lot of people aren't. She also, I just feels like has this energy about her that's just like live, because why not? That's what we're here for. Um, and even those like small shit, like calls me fucking Nicholas, which is my deepest, darkest secret that I'll never tell anyone that I like. Because it's very satisfying when people say my name without me telling you. For whatever reason, like when people say like call me Nicholas, like girls specifically, I'm just like, ooh, I like that a lot. Yeah, so she said that thing, I was just like, ooh, I like that a lot because I do. Yeah. But then back to the point of just like she fucking sucks at responding to text messages. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. But at the same time, like, it is what it is, you know? And, like, we're just friends. But it's also interesting because I'm just curious. I mean, I guess it's just like I don't know. Like, I'm just curious what this will be. You know, like uh, I'm planning, tentative planning, visiting her in July in Indiana. I was gonna drive out. So I'm just curious how that will go. Like, I think it will go fantastic if it ends up happening. But then it's just like, like from there on. Okay, let's just restart. So it's just like, I think it's good to be friends first. And I've only fucking known this girl for like 2.5 weeks. Whoa, eyebrows. And I find it very easy for me to dive fucking head first into shit like this. So that's why I think it's also been very hard for me and her not texting or just not that she doesn't communicate. Like she's a fantastic conversationalist and yapper, but it's just like oops, I farted. Um, just the lack of phone use, which I'm all for. I wish I could not use my phone like that, like genuinely. But then now that I've been texting her, I'm like, I want to use my phone because I want to text her. And I'm like, I don't know. But then at the same time, like, I know she's fucking busy, and fills her time. So just, I don't want to be on my phone when I'm hanging out with people. It's a good practice. And she does like make efforts to, like on her lunch, she'll text me or, at night randomly. But like I'm saying, it's like if I don't catch her, then I get fucked and I don't get a chat with her, and it just feels like courier pigeons, which is not horrible. I mean, it kind of is horrible, but I mean, like, it could be worse. She could be horribly dry, or she could just never text me. I just think about her all the time and always want to talk to her. Like, I just can't get her off my mind. So it's been hard. Because it's been like it feels like it's been up and down and up and down, like I get so in my head about random ass shit or so anxious because I'm like, oh, she doesn't texting me, she hates me, and she's never gonna text. Well, not that much, but like it's kind of like that. Or just like, oh fuck, like this is not gonna go anywhere. What am I? And then she texts me, and I'm like, oh my god, everything's great, and then boom, it just repeats. It's just like high, low, high, low, high, low, and it's so fucking annoying. I wish I could just be like, oh, I'm gonna look forward to when she texts me and not agonize when she doesn't. But it's just hard. Um, mm, like it genuinely is what it is. Like I don't like like I've known her for 2.5 weeks. Like I said, I just fucking when I fall hard. Like face first, fucking scorpion off my skateboard, bombing a hill hard. Like holy shit, how am I alive? Hard fall. Like oh my god, my helmet broke. Ball. Um, yeah, and I just feel so much. I am such an emotional being of love, and it's hard for me not to feel, not to care, and not to view it as just a friendship because it has the seeds of more, question mark, you know? Because it's like, I think like, oh, I have crushes on people and I'm happy with them being friends, but then it's like that will never work out or it's a one-way street. Uh, so I guess that's why it's easier to manage because there's nothing that will ever come of it. Whereas with this, it's like there's potential for something to come of it, but then I'm like, what will come of it? Because we live in different states, and like on the other hand, it's like I fucking lived here for a year and I've met no one that I'm like, I want to be with you really badly. It's just like I don't fucking like people like that. I'm very picky, and I'm like, this girl fucking checks all the boxes, which is suspicious. Am I gonna get fucking haunted and my soul taken by a demon? JK. But it's awfully suspicious. Is the government trying to lure me in with my perfect partner? yeah, so that's why I'm just like, fuck, I like this girl a lot. A lot, a lot. She's also like 27, so I'm just like, bro, this girl got her whole life going already. You know what I mean? Like she's set up, like has her shit. Whereas like I just moved to my first new spot in like my adult life, and I'm still navigating my way through shit, you know? So yeah, I just think a lot, and I'm just like, fuck. I just want to talk with her, and I just think about her, and just getting fucking tired of the constant up and downs. So to that, I've kind of had the thought of like, I mean, at this point, I don't know. This makes me sad because I want to talk to her. But I was just thinking, like, realistically, like, if it continues, mm, like, so I'm just gonna see where it goes, and then coming up to visiting her type of thing, because the plan is for July, so not that far away. So I was gonna continue, just seeing where it goes, and then see what July brings, and then from that, I was like, if it's still kind of like a, oh man, goes fucking amazing, so awesome in July, and we're still getting like fucking smoke signals, then it's just, I don't know, I don't think that that's very fair to subject myself to that because it's hard, and she's so far away. You know, it's like if it is something that can be more than a friendship. I can't do smoke signals. So that's why right now it's just like, just get to know her, you know? And that's why I'm like kind of bearing through it because we're just friends. Uh, but then after that, if things, I don't know, like I'm gonna be fucking staying with her, who knows? Um, we'll just see how that week goes. But like I said, if it's still the same afterwards, fucking smoke signal, I just might emotionally uninvest myself. 'Cause I just can't. It's not fair to me, myself, and my emotional well-being, because I can't keep doing that up and down and up and down and up and down. You know, I'm just like, man, can I fucking have all my issues with, like Jaden happen again, or can I have like other bullshit happen again? Like, because that's stuff I can do something about. I can actively, like, you know what I mean? I think that's why the situation has been so hard. Besides the overthinking about shit that I can't control. I mean, I guess it's like the same shit because it's like stuff I can't control. You know, can't be like text me more. Yeah, why aren't you texting me more? Like, no. So then it's just like I kind of just gotta hang tight, just be happy that she texts me because you know we're just friends at this point in time, which is cool. I like her a lot. She's a cool friend. I really, really enjoy chatting with her a lot, a lot, a lot. Um, so I think that's kind of the self-love I'm gonna show myself. Just because it's like, you know, if the seeds of this potential relationship that have been laid down start to sprout after some time, um, you know, if it's fucking intermittent cloudy raining once a week, I don't know, it's just hard, especially being so far away. So it's just like, we'll see where it goes. And then it's also sad thinking that, but it's just being realistic and not in fantasy land. So I think that's also, I guess, a good thing about the intermittent chatting is it like kind of brings me back down, which is unfortunate because I want to fly high on the roller coaster of love. But I do think that gets you in trouble sometimes when you miss things that are important and red flags and all that sort of stuff. So maybe this is my trial period. for her as well, maybe that's like her thing. So we'll see. I mean, it like is smart. I just really want to talk to her a lot. I'll just tell myself that. That's just what she's doing, is taking it slow and seeing if I'm worth the effort. Because it's like, that's what you should do. You shouldn't just fucking dive headfirst into things. It's not smart. It's not. It's not smart. Yeah, now I'm thinking about it, that kind of makes sense. So let's leave that. Not think anything else, because it's very easy to overthink. And then I was overthinking, like, I was like, because she told me she was free, so then I was like, hey, you're like, I don't even remember what I said. Something about blah blah blah. Oh, I'm free the rest of the night. You should call me if you're free. And I was like, what's that? Was that too demanding? Like me telling her to call me? But I'm like, whatever. I don't know. Yeah, I just overthink about stupid things. But yeah, it's like, I guess it's a good way to look about it. Think about it. Like, there's no rush. I'm not going anywhere. She still texts me. She knows our situation. She knows where I live. She's not going anywhere. She continues to text me, so it's not radio silence. It's good. Um, so I guess for these sort of things, long distancey things, you really want to make sure the person is worth the effort. Because you don't want to just dive headfirst into like some bullshit long distance relationship. Cough, cough. uh, sorry, Sarah. I just joke. Anyway, you're never gonna see this. Um, so yeah, I think I feel better. Sorry for the jump scare. Future you, future me, future me. Still doing yoga? I've been doing a lot of yoga, getting loose, doing a lot of cardio. Oh, you know what I mean? It's feeling good, feeling sexy. Yeah, so maybe I'll just think about it that way and continue thinking about it that way. Like, this is the trial period for me to see if this girl is worth putting in the effort of doing a long distance relationship. And if I deem yes, and she deems yes, give it a try. Then, if it's still smoke signals, I will say, hey, not that I can't do this, but I will explain how I feel and say, at this point in time, well, it's only going to be a fucking month. That's just like, that just seems inappropriate. You know what I mean? Um, yeah, I don't know. Just see how it goes, I guess. Uh, I'm just hoping that. I don't know. So yeah, let's just see it as taking it slow. Why not? What's the rush? What is the rush? Fucking smoke signals. Maybe I'll get good at sending smoke signals. I mean, she was telling me that it's hard for her to be alone, which I get. It is hard. It fucking sucks. There's times where I would rather spend every second with someone else. But I do appreciate my alone time, I love it. I need it to just consolidate. Because it's like, how do you consolidate your thoughts and emotions and all of that stuff if you're distracted constantly? Is my thinking. Yeah, so I guess I feel better. No. I also just like talking. Talking makes me not think, and I don't think. Whoa. Wait, that's weird. So if I'm not thinking, how am I talking? I'm not thinking about what I'm going to talk about. There's a thing in my mind and it's thinking for me, but it's not talking. But then I'm just talking and I don't have an active thought in my mind right now. So what the hell is going on here? But then it's thinking just me talking in my mind. So then I can control what I'm talking. I can say A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I can control what I'm thinking, but I don't just let it go loose, my words, whereas my mind runs rampant without my control. So who is in control? Yeah, it's like it's a fucking philosophers took drugs. I knew it. I watched this video and they were saying that they was this ritual that a lot of modern, or not modern, but like Western philosophers, like the basis of Western civilization would do. And it is theorized that this specific ritual had to do with like fucking lysergic acid, ergot, because there was ergot is a fungus that grows on grain, and if you consume ergot in low quantities, you get very similar to LSD, like just reaction, like mild psychedelic experience, feeling good. Then you take too much, it just goes downhill. Like you can die, seizures, fear, just all that stuff. But it grows in grain, so then there's a specific ritual that people would come and do, and then it's theorized that these priests figured out how to separate the lysergic acid, which is the main hallucinogenic portion, from the ergot, and then they would give this to people, and they'd have these profound, just fucking taking acid. And then fucking back then, I bet that's just like, oh my God, it is like it is life changing now, but I know how it works. I know what it does. Back then, it's just like this is a magic potion. Genuinely, this is like a fucking like it is a magic potion. Like it is like a genuine. But you know what I mean? Like there's no science behind it. It just fucking it's mystical. It still is mystical, but like in a different way. You know what I mean? So then like all of these philosophers were like Socrates, Plato, all of them were recorded doing this, and they're bound by like a death oath or whatever. They couldn't tell what happened. And then I always had this theory, I'm like, these motherfuckers definitely weren't thinking about that shit sober. Absolutely not. Just from like taking drugs and like thinking thoughts. I'm like, man, I'm thinking so much cool shit right now. Like, I could be a fucking. And then also, I guess other philosophers were on like opium constantly. Earlier. So it's just funny. So yeah, thought thinker, overthinker, that's me. Oh, Anthony, yeah, hung out with him. He's great. So great. What else do I have to say? I saw the back rooms. That was a fucking great movie. Oh, the tension that was it was good. AKA it was really good. And it's just funny and unsettling how similar my dreams are to that fucking shit. It was just really cool seeing it come to life, I'm like, whoa, this is on the big screen. This is so cool because I remember seeing Kane Parsons' first backroom animation. I was like, this is the coolest shit ever. It came out like 3 years ago. So then hearing the Backrooms movie was coming out, just got me really excited, and I was really, really happy with it. So awesome. They just walked around. Oh, people, I guess, didn't like how slow it was, but it's exactly what you need. You just need to fucking explore. Oh, it was really cool. It was so cool. I loved it. I think I'm gonna go night night. Is this gonna be the thumbnail? I don't know. Anyways, goodbye. I love you myself. And if anyone else is watching this, Um, maybe my children will be. Uh, Stuck on these nuts. JK. Peace.